So the way I've managed to beat procrastination is by understanding the brain and really two key brain regions. And you can see here on the screen on the left, you see the amygdala. So this is the fight or flight region. And by doing bilateral eye movement, so moving your eyes from right to left for roughly a minute, I feel so much better within that minute. Andrew Oberman, who has a great podcast and he's a researcher in neurobiology, talked about it in a few episodes of his podcast, and here's an extract.
There's a process called eye movement desensitization reprocessing, which it looks crazy, but I'll do it since I'm the one talking about it. Basically, moving the eyes from side to side like this has been shown to reduce the activity of the amygdala, one of the primary threat detection fear centers in the brain. When I first heard about this stuff, I thought it was crazy. I thought someone crazy made this up. There's no neuroscience to support that. But actually, there's some imaging studies to support that eye movements of that sort actually do suppress the amygdala, make people feel calmer, less fearful.
The other network in the brain that we can quiet down is this DMN, this default mode network. This is referred as the blah, blah, blah network or the negative mind. Sometimes they call it the hamster that spins like crazy in the brain with thoughts. And very often it's the same thoughts going over and over, and we worry and all that stuff. And by doing simple mindfulness exercise, what it does is it quiets down this brain region. It's something that you can try as well. And for me, it basically removes all this negativity and this stress, and then I can really focus on what I want to do and think clearly. It took me a long time to get the right exercises and the right dosage. It roughly takes 3 minutes. Typically, that's what it takes for me to quiet down both networks and then to get positive, get grounded, and then get motivated to get started on the stuff that I want to do, even on the stuff I don't want to do. So this is very simple, but it works most of the time. And of course, there are 5 levels of stress. Let me show you that here. If you try this technique of quieting down the DMN and the amygdala, and you start with the easiest thing like annoyances, and then you build up to, up to the 5th level, then you can see drastic changes in your life. That's what happened to me. I used to be extremely stressed, self-diagnosed with chronic procrastination. Life is so much better now. Of course, the stress can resurface, but I've got this tool to calm myself down and to move on very quickly. Life should be about enjoying ourselves. So if you're interested to try this technique, you can do it on your own, or if you want to try Quiet Hamster, there's a free trial, and within 3 minutes you'll see if it's going to work for you. You're going to see if you can reduce your stress, let's say from a level 5 to a level 1, and then get started on the things that you're avoiding. So that's something that I've been using. It took me 2-3 years of doing it, so the long-term progress will come over time, but within 3 minutes typically you can at least calm yourself down and then start to pay attention to your mind and learn about your mind. And that's what I've discovered over the last 3 years, is that my mind would go crazy because of past memories. Most of the stress that we have is because of what we've learned or what we've witnessed in life, but there's a way to reassociate positive feelings with negative events, and once we do that, then life becomes much easier. So if you're interested, feel free to go on quiethamster.com and try it. So if you're interested to learn more about reducing your stress, I invite you to join the channel. And if you've liked this video, just click on the like button.